So the vegan cyclist gets his eating window for his intermittent fasting down to 4 to 6 hours. And he does that whether it's an easy workout day or it's a hard workout day. I got mine down to, I did 7 hours yesterday on a easy workout day. And if it was a hard workout day or moderate, I'd be eating into the night, I'm sure. So I'm going to try that. Ordinarily, yesterday I got myself to the point where I can start taking in calories at 9 o'clock. I'm going to delay that because I'm going to be doing a Swift C ride that's going to be around 3.0 watts per kilogram. I'm going to be doing that at about 4:30, so that's going to end at 5:30. So I need to delay when I'm going to start eating. Man, if I can do it at noon, then I'll have a 6-hour window, because that'll give me half hour to eat. Maybe I'll make it to 7 o'clock. We'll see. Hey, cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. I find that whenever I make a change to my diet or to my eating pattern, that it takes a while for it to dial in. Usually about 2 weeks before I become comfortable with it, it becomes second nature. So right now it is 9 o'clock. I've gotten to the point where I can now start eating at 9 o'clock, and now I can't because of my workout later on. I need to delay this to like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I'm hungry when I think about it. When I don't think about it, I'm not hungry. Drinking water helps. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Because of a combination of timing and I'm getting hungry, that it's 11 o'clock, it's 2 hours later. So I'm starting to eat. The timing issues are that my workout's going to start on at 4:30. Actually, the warm-up's going to be beforehand, but the C ride is going to start at 4:30, and that's going to be more of a moderate. Now, I've done a partial C ride yesterday, and I was fine, but that was because I ate within 3 hours of when that ride started. In fact, I ate like 1.5 to 2 hours I stopped eating. And so I was pretty uncomfortable, especially because of what I was eating. Eating a lot of fibrous type stuff, a lot of oats. Starting my eating window at 11 a.m. with sardines. Now, I'm out here because the fetching Mrs. Cycling Greek doesn't want me eating sardines in the house. So that's kind of a compromise that we have. Now, the vegan cyclist has his wife and his kids on his channel sometimes, on his videos. And it's a beautiful family. I would love to get the fetching Mrs. Cycling Greek on one of my videos, but she shies away. She hates the camera, because I think it'd be entertaining. We're like a combination between that old radio program, the Bickersons, and the Honeymooners. Maybe sometime I'll catch her on the camera, or at least kind of off the camera, get a voice in there. So, okay, I'm starting off with sardines, and then you'll see what I'll do next. Okay, the next part's going to be the vegetables. And so I'm going to put a little bit of each of these. So we have red, purple, orange, green. It's going to go into here. And also I'm going to put in there brown rice and a little bit of this. And that's going to be the first part of my meal. One of the things that BC mentioned was that he has to be aware of the food that he's eating in terms of it being calorically dense. I agree. The shorter the eating window that you have, the more calorically dense food that you have to eat. Now mine, I'm attempting to get down to today 7.5 hours, like I was mentioning. So I don't have to be as worried about that, but I have to make sure that the food that I eat is nutritionally dense. A lot of salad in here and rice, so calorically it's not dense. But nutritionally it is. The different vegetables that I have in here, the leafy green vegetables and different colored vegetables, they all have various antioxidants that help certain things in my system. After you saw me eat what I ate, I still had more food. I still ate more food. I had another, like a meatless patty sandwich on Dave's bread with red onion and red tomato. Then a little while after that, I had a tangerine, orange, and a bunch of dates. Too many dates. I probably could have got away with half of it. So that took me to 1:30, and my big ride starts at 4:30. See, I'm not paying attention to the pace partner, and so they're going way ahead of me, so I got to catch up to them now. Now the ride I'm doing is a C ride. It's a group ride, it's not a race, between 2.5 to 3.2. That'll be perfect for me because it's been a couple weeks since I've done a B crit, and those usually will be around 3.5, 3.6. And so I got to get my body used to that again. I have with me a couple bottles. One has Hammer Nutrition's heat in it, and the other one just water. I'm going to see if I can get by just with the water. Now this ride's going to be over like 5:20. So I'll take a shower and then we'll eat after that. I'm allowing myself till 6:30 for a 7.5 hour eating window. But if I can get it done by 6, that'll be okay. Now the thing with trying to time your eating and taking enough calories, if you screw it up, you don't necessarily just go over like 15 minutes or half an hour, eat a little more. You could be hungry later on in the night, and that'll keep you, at least keeps me up. If I'm hungry at night, then I have a hard time going to sleep. You may have noticed at the beginning of the video, I was doing some calisthenics and some weight work in the garage. I'm always doing something every day, at least during the weekdays. I don't spend a lot of time out there. I'm working during the day. You know, I get tired of working on a program or something, or tired of sitting down, and we'll go out and go do a set of something. Then I'll come back, and a little while later, I'll go out and do another set, that type of thing. And that seems to work out for me. Some guy just passed me up on my warm-up, and his name is C. Horner. I think that's Chris. If I can still see him, it's probably not. There are only 2 people within a minute of us, and everyone else is almost 2 minutes and further back. So as it turns out, this is going to be a 7.5 hour eating window. I couldn't make the 7 hours, so by the time I got out of the shower. So I had 2 eggs with 3 egg whites and 2 slices of bread. Now I had a mixture here, which is fruit and kale smoothie with some extra blueberries and banana and turmeric, cinnamon, and nutritional yeast. So I'm finishing that off, and it should be done by 6:30. Got another 10 minutes. It's now later in the night, and I need to take a break from doing this video. So I went out and watched some TV with affectionate Mrs. Cyclist Pro and gave her a foot rub. I don't know if BC does it. His videos are longer, and he puts more into it. And man, he's got to do one each night, and it takes a long time. Well, be that as it may. So I noticed when I was out there, I was starting to get hungry. And right now it's about 9 o'clock, just after 9 o'clock, and I'm not hungry now. So I'm hoping the hunger pangs just stay away. And because if they come in the middle of the night, it's going to keep me up, because it usually does. And then I'll be tempted to eat, but I won't eat because I don't want to eat. I want to stick to this intermittent fasting. So yeah, so I'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to cut the video here. Let me know how you guys do it. Or is anybody remember when they first started intermittent fasting, if you're in intermittent fasting now? And if you are getting started, put in some of your stories, some of your experiences in the comments below. That's it. I'm going to finish this thing and go to bed. Comment, like, subscribe. The Cycling Greek.